Good morning, hello there, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. This is Justin Mott, and now it's time for your local and area news. Up first, there's a boil water notice in effect for the St. Augustine Rural Water Supply. Once again, boil water notice in effect for the St. Augustine Rural Water Supply. Yesterday, the jury selection was set to begin on the trial of Raymond John Fleming Jr. in the 273rd Judicial District Court of Shelby County, with Honorable James A. Payne Jr. presiding. Mr. Fleming was charged by indictment with 4 felony crimes, 2 counts of forgery, 1 count of forgery against the elderly, and 1 count of fraudulent use of or possession of identifying information against the elderly. Mr. Fleming was accused of stealing checks from people's mailboxes, altering the checks to be made payable to himself, and then cashing them. Just before the start of the jury qualification, however, Mr. Fleming decided to waive his right to a trial on the question of his guilt or innocence, and he entered a plea of guilty in each case. Mr. Fleming has requested that the court assess his punishment. As such, Judge Payne ordered a pre-sentence investigation to be conducted for Mr. Fleming. The punishment trial will take place later this month on a date to be determined by the courts. Shelby County Commissioners Court meeting tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. at the active Shelby County Courthouse. And yesterday, the local VFW Post 8904 and the auxiliary held a wreath-laying ceremony in honor of our Vietnam veterans. Mr. Bobby McCauley attended, and he told me about his brother-in-law that was killed in Vietnam.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about the memories of Jerry Lynn Hughes, killed in Vietnam, was my brother-in-law. And back when I was dating his sister, Cheryl, we run the back roads and drove around and fished and hunted. Had some great times together. He was a great guy. And I remember him every day. I never forgot him. And this is just a tribute to how much he meant to me and all those that knew him. Some of them in the war came back alive. Some of them came back in boxes. Unfortunately, he came back in a box. I'll never forget the day. But my hat's off to Jerry Lynn Hughes. He was a great guy. We love him. Thanks.
And this is Mr. McCauley's daughter.
Hello, my name is Rhonda Prophet. And unfortunately, I never got to meet my uncle, Jerry Lynn Hughes. I was born July the 3rd, 1967, and he got killed in the war July the 12th, 1967. So I never got to meet him. I heard lots of stories about him. My mother told stories about him. I seen lots of pictures. His name has never been forgotten in our family, and everybody talks about him even to this day. I wish I could have met him very much. We salute him, and we love him still, and hope to see him again one day.
And a reminder, tune into the Rough Rider basketball tonight on KQBB 100.5 FM as the Center Rough Riders take on Carthage Bulldogs in Carthage. With your news this morning, this has been Justin Mott encouraging you to go out and be amazing.
CBC-radio.com, keeping you connected wherever you go.